In a quiet little village at the foot of a great mountain lived a young boy named Elian. He was small, curious, and full of dreams much bigger than himself. Every evening, Elian would sit outside his family's home and stare up at the mountain's glowing peak. No one had ever climbed it from their village, not the strongest men, not the bravest hunters. But Elian would whisper to the stars, "One day I'll reach the top." On his 10th birthday, Elian's grandmother gave him a special gift, a small wooden lantern carved with patterns and glowing with a soft, warm light. "It may be small," she said, placing it gently in his hands, "but its light is strong, especially when you are not." Then she leaned close and whispered, "When your strength ends, let your faith begin." Elian held that lantern close and smiled. He didn't fully understand her words, but he felt them in his heart. The very next morning, while the village still slept, Elian packed some food, tied the lantern to his bag, and began climbing the mountain. As the sun rose, villagers noticed him on the path. Some chuckled, others shook their heads. "He's too small," one said. "Too weak," said another. But Elian just smiled and kept climbing. The path was steep. Rocks shifted beneath his feet, cold wind stung his cheeks. Still, Elian pressed on. That night, a storm rolled in, the rain poured, the wind roared, and darkness surrounded him. The little lantern flickered. Elian trembled. I can't do this," he whispered. But then he remembered his grandmother's voice. "When your strength ends, let your faith begin." Elian closed his eyes and prayed. He took a deep breath and another step. Days passed. He slipped, he scraped his knees, he got hungry, he got tired. One afternoon, a rock broke loose, and he fell hard onto the path. His lantern hit the ground, a crack split its side. Its glow dimmed. Elian sat there, bruised and shaking, staring at the little light barely shining inside. Tears filled his eyes. He wanted to give up, but then he whispered, "If this little light can keep going, so can I." He stood, picked up the lantern, and kept walking. Step by step, breath by breath, prayer by prayer. Finally, after days of struggle, Elian reached the peak. The sky stretched endlessly above him. Clouds floated below. The wind was quiet, almost as if the world was listening. Elian held up the cracked lantern. It glowed brighter than ever before.